Ready.
All right. What is up, everybody? This is Brent Brookhouse. I am on the phone with All Ego Ethan Page. We're recording a little early this week. We're recording on Mother's Day, particularly because you are still overseas and want to be able to spend time with your wife when you get back to Canada.
Yeah, so it was like a 9-day trip, and I could just tell it's getting a little tough on my wife, so I didn't want to come home and then go, oh, by the way, I'm going to the basement to record. So, yeah.
Yeah, instead you just made me leave a new mother on Mother's Day to record.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that.
No, it's totally fine.
Oh, my God, what an asshole. That didn't even cross my mind because I'm a selfish prick.
No, I just had to give you shit, but it's totally fine. We're just hanging out, resting. We've had dinner, all that good stuff, so now it's just
nice.
Now it's just calm. So
well, because of the time zone change, I've been like waiting because I ordered flowers to be delivered, and it's so expensive. I've been like stressing all day, wondering like, have they even gotten there yet? So my mom just messaged me now saying she got them, and it's like 11 p.m. here, 12 p.m. So at home, 5 hours back would make that.
It's 6:12 right now.
Yeah, there you go. Are you Chicago time now?
No, I'm Eastern.
Yeah, so there you go. So she got them. My wife got hers way earlier today, which was awesome. So, yeah.
Yeah, good
Mother's
stuff.
Day.
Yeah. So, how are you doing otherwise in terms of the whole trip and all that?
Good. Still keto. Did 2 shows this weekend. Yeah, overall it was good. Friday was like a packed house for Southside Wrestling in Stevenage. I wrestled Carlito, and it was fine. And then today I wrestled Rob Lynch, and the match was going awesome until the end, where it just all fell apart. And I'm heartbroken how bad the performance was, but whatever. You win some, you lose some.
Right, but when you say fell apart, how exactly did it fall apart?
I don't know. I don't want to be a dick.
Okay, fair enough.
I guess he tweaked his shoulder, and then we were running out of time, so I was worried about his health, and I was worried about the referee's time, and we had 2 minutes left, and we were just getting into the false finishes, so I was like, yeah, we should probably end this, and I guess we weren't on the same page, and he didn't hear me tell him that we're going to the finish. So there was a lot of ducking while I was slapping my leg. So I just looked like a jackass. It was bad. Yeah, I'll have a nightmare about it tonight for sure.
Yeah, is it usually the case where it's as bad as you think in the ring? It turns out to be that bad if you go back and rewatch it, or
usually it's not as bad when you go watch it, but this one I will never watch back.
All right, so you just don't want to know. You know how it how it felt, and it felt bad.
Yeah, today is a day I'll never remember again. Aside from the Mother's Day stuff, I did not wrestle today. But other than that, I don't have enough nice things to say about IPW. It was super professional, run amazingly professional. They had walkie-talkies, earpieces. They were streaming live. They were filming for DVD. The lighting, the entrance, it was just that was a show. The venue was awesome too. There was Gargoyles on the wall looked like Phantom of the Opera. It was sick.
Yeah, that's it's always nice to see a building that has some character. A lot of the indie buildings just kind of blend together.
Yeah, gymnasiums or Knights of Columbus.
Yeah.
No, it was a great building.
So we decided to do this kind of on the fly, which didn't leave a lot of time to get questions out, but there is a lot to talk about.
Yeah,
Primarily,
we did get one question.
right? And you know what? Let me just pull up the exact question, because I think it transitions pretty perfectly into the big thing
I
right
got it
now.
if you're ready for it.
I'll go for it.
This is from Ryan Hopkins. Thoughts on All In selling out in under an hour? About time for hashtag Book Ego campaign to start.
So yeah, we're recording this shortly after this all happened. The all in tickets went on sale, sold out very quickly. Um, and there,
Someone said under 53 minutes.
yeah, it was definitely under an hour. And then there's been a lot of speculation about like secondary market buy ups, like ticket scalpers, effectively people that are just going to resell the tickets. One of the big issues was that they didn't place a limit on tickets per customer. So, like somebody could swoop in and buy up as many tickets as they wanted, then go throw them on StubHub or wherever. And
Would you?
would I? No, just because I don't have the extra money to spend doing it. But if I did, I maybe.
No, I'm saying, would you put a limit?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's
Nah,
just
I wouldn't.
fair enough. I mean, it is kind of standard if most major events do put a cap on per customer purchases.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, like WWE, UFC, stuff like that, you can only buy so many tickets in one shot. So a lot of
I'm pretty sure that's how like Kerry Silkin made his money was scalping tickets.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of money to be made. A lot of tickets are already on StubHub for like $1,000 for
$1,000?
yeah. I'm gonna
And what was
actually.
the highest price ticket?
I will look in 1 second. Let me.
We're going to StubHub right now, eh?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now. Let's see. All in wrestling Hoffman Estates. Okay, so yeah, let's see. Okay, the highest price ticket that I'm seeing on there now is a floor seat in section G, which I don't even see on the map here, but it is $269 for the ticket.
That's the highest price.
Yeah, then there's 233, 151. Oh, there it is. Section C, row 2, which is ringside, opposite the entryway, second row, $1,250.
Good God.
Section F, $1,100, $1,075. There's a bunch of 1,000, some $999.99, $950. So yeah, I mean, like huge ticket prices.
What are the chances those sell?
I don't think high at all, and I think what it is scalpers come in, they buy the tickets, the event sells out, and you jack the prices up real high at the beginning to get people to buy in a panic. Like, I want to be there so bad. I might have already made travel plans. I'm getting a ticket. So you just, you overpay.
That's smart. Well, it's dirty, but it's smart. And then as time goes on, closer to the event, ticket prices drop.
Right. I mean, once they get an idea of, what people are willing to actually pay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm looking right now. It was $153 to sit in the front row. Like if you
Oh my God, so 10 times the price.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm just going to throw this out. Obviously, it's not true. They don't have enough time to do this. But imagine all the all-in guys were the ones that bought the tickets to resell them.
I mean, you might as well if you can do it.
No, but think about it. They got their sellout in under an hour. This is some like conspiracy theory shit. All they wanted to do was sell 10,000 tickets. They did within an hour. Now they're going to triple their, like, a quadruple, 10 times their profits. But realistically, I don't, like the scalper thing, I don't think they give a shit. They have their tickets. They set the prices and they sold out. Now they know how much money they're working with because they got paid. That money was in there.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a block of 8 seats in section C, row 2, and they are 1,250 a pop. So,
oh my god, $8,000.
Yeah.
For 8 chairs.
Well, it's it's 10 grand actually. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, there were some people saying like that somehow makes it a less legitimate sellout, but not.
No.
Right. First of all, they made the money. Like the tickets are sold out, which is the main thing. Is they made their gate off of selling those tickets. And the second thing is these people that buy to resell on the secondary market, they buy based on perceived demand. So they're not buying up tickets that wouldn't have been bought otherwise. They're buying tickets that were going to be bought and reselling them at a higher price.
Well, I personally know friends and like fans from my town that we're going to travel in that are absolutely pissed because they couldn't get a ticket.
Yeah, I mean, I probably should have thought about actually getting a ticket. Considering,
yeah, man, it's $1,000.
Considering how close it is and everything. Boy, I gotta look into some media passes.
Yeah,
maybe that's my way to go here. But I mean, we were down last year for WrestleMania, and WWE had comped tickets for some of the people that were there for Flow Slam, but a couple of the guys that were down with me had not gotten, like, they comped us 3 tickets and we had like 6 guys down in Orlando. So everybody just bought off of StubHub for WrestleMania, and it's not like people were acting like WrestleMania didn't sell out because people were reselling them on StubHub. Like,
yeah, exactly. And they had like tickets for like $50 on StubHub.
Yeah. I think it was, and Royal Rumble last year, I was down covering Evolve and decided last minute to go and just bought tickets off of StubHub, and I think I paid like $60 or something for not the best seats, but I just kind of wanted to go, so whatever.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have that. Like, they have the buzz for it. Like, they did a press conference. They're booking storylines. They're actually hyping the show up. Like, it's not so much as just a wrestling show as it is like a spectacle or an event.
Right, and that's all the stuff that's going on around, like the Starrcast or whatever. Like, all that kind of stuff is because it's an event now instead of just a wrestling show. And
yeah, good segue, by the way.
Oh, we'll get there. I actually wasn't trying to segue yet because I do want to just mention, like, we've talked about it before, but I'm sure every local promotion is going to be trying to run, the days around.
Well, I know August 31st, AAW's running.
Yeah, I'm sure Freelance will run. I mean,
if they don't, they're dumb.
Right, there's no reason to not. You've got a shitload of wrestling fans.
Let me look at my calendar. And they're not.
I mean, there's still time. They could throw something together if they really wanted.
Dum-dums.
But
I'm going to get on that. I'll convince them.
Yeah, you've got fans in town to watch wrestling, so cash in on it.
Yeah. And even if there is a show, who cares? Run two. You can go head to head. There's going to be 10,000 people in Chicago. Not only that, October, they also have CM Punk doing an autograph signing at Pro Wrestling Tees October 31st too, which is a big indicator of, is he going to show up at All In? He could. This is crazy. CM Punk at a wrestling show. So I don't know, man. I don't know. And technically he could wrestle because Tom Lawler is still under contract with the UFC and wrestles every single weekend. So
yeah, I mean, the biggest difference, I guess, is the that Lawler isn't actively fighting, but Punk's fighting June 9th. And,
in Chicago, right?
Right, and I doubt that if he does fight again after that, I doubt that it's going to be something where he's back in camp and worried by September. So, yeah, I don't know. The main thing is, I would just think if Punk was going to show up, well, I was going to say that's something you'd almost absolutely want to advertise, but...
For what? It's sold out.
Right, I was about to say, but I suppose you don't need to, considering it was sold out.
Man, that would be a crazy surprise.
Yeah, I mean, even if he doesn't wrestle, just being there is enough.
So. Yeah, walking out and talking, being a ref, or... none of this in the crowd shit, though.
Yeah, you're not a fan of the look he's in the crowd?
No, because then it's not... Is he a part of the show?
I mean...
Just get him in a ring with a microphone. It's in Chicago. I think he'll be so overwhelmed with how many fans are in the area to see him at Pro Wrestling Tees, even if he's not booked. It'll be like hey, can I do something?
Yeah, so we'll see. But, I mean, I guess...
Confirmed on Bitter Boys Club, CM Punk is all in.
Yeah, I guess overall thoughts, though, on the sellout, I mean, I'm not surprised. It's...
Can I be honest with you? I'm a little surprised.
I might be surprised by how fast it happened, but I was pretty confident they'd sell out.
I knew they'd sell out, but in an hour is nuts. That... Does WrestleMania do that?
I mean... I know that they have in the past, but I don't know now because they run such huge buildings now.
True.
So I don't know. Trying to see.
And not to compare the two, I'm just saying an event like this with so much buzz and hype, tickets selling that fast, it's good.
Yeah, and I mean it's just a good sign. I don't think that you could do it consistently and sell out, but maybe, and it's worth a shot.
Yeah, why not? Let's say September goes good, and they go, all right, 6 months from now, let's do one in LA or New York or whatever. I don't know. Chicago was the perfect town.
Yeah, Chicago. That was a real good choice, and
yeah, that was smart.
Trying to see. I was trying to pull up if it showed just how many tickets were on StubHub, but it looks like, I don't know, I'd guess 30. Which also means, I mean, that I think less tickets were bought by scalpers than people were trying to suggest.
There's no way there's only 30 tickets on the StubHub.
Well, let me see. If you talk for a second, I can total it.
What? Oh, you have to count them one by one?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you are. That's awful. What does it say? 1 page of tickets? Plus, people have bought tickets that haven't even put them up yet.
Oh, okay, there it is. It just loaded a whole... Yeah, it keeps loading more and more and scrolling longer and longer.
By tomorrow, there'll be hundreds.
Yeah, it looks like there are like over 80 listings with anywhere from 1 to like 10 tickets. So,
There you go. So we're over 100.
oh yeah. We're like I guess 80 listings probably average them at around 3, so like 240 or so seats listed right now.
I just I just love that a wrestling show is getting this much like excitement. It's not a thing that happens that often.
Yeah, I mean, even WWE stuff, WrestleMania and everything isn't really like it's routine at this point.
I think this is like it kills the status quo a little bit.
Okay. You broke up really bad. Kills the status quo of what?
That's it. That's all I said.
Oh, okay. It just was breaking up so bad I couldn't tell. Does it kill the status quo? I mean, I think it establishes at least a new idea of what can be done with the right kind of planning and hype.
It's literally wrestlers that ran a show off of a YouTube like story.
Yeah. And I mean, how many matches can you tell me that are on that card?
None.
Right.
Like what they announced in the press conference today. Rey Mysterio is going to be there, and Cody's wrestling for the NWA title.
Right. That is the only match I think I know of it being an announced match.
It's not. How do you know Nick is going to be champ?
I mean, I guess that's true, but
It's in September.
right.
I don't know what deal they made. What's his name was even there? Billy Corgan, looking like Dick Tracy.
So yeah, I mean, I guess that's true, but yeah, to not even have to rely on like matches, but just the idea of the show.
Oh, they'll be announcing matches because the buzz online, if they find a way to stream it live.
Right, they'll announce matches. I just mean like they didn't have to sell out. Like they just had to say people were going to be there.
If they could find a way to make this a pay-per-view, and by pay-per-view I mean legitimate pay-per-view, you'd get another 10,000 easy.
Yeah, it's just hard dealing with the pay-per-view companies and everything.
Well, sure, I agree, but there's money to be made.
Well, I think what I'm saying is I think there's more money to be made doing iPay-per-view, honestly. Like
but then like you have to do it with someone you trust, something that's not going to crash.
Yeah, but I mean, for the most part, you need that even if you're putting it on, DirecTV and everything, because they're only hosting so much of it. You're still the one sending the feed to them and everything. So
sure, yeah. So just don't get WWN to do it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. God. We got blamed for everything that went wrong with those streams, and we didn't have anything to do with them.
Nothing. They run like portable Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
They weren't even like direct in, like plugged in. There was no cable. If the wind went the wrong way, they would have been done.
Yeah, and it would crash, and then everybody would be like, this is all Flow Slam's fault, and then I'd get yelled at by people, and it's like, I have nothing to do with this. But whatever, that was a just bad idea, bad partnership, bad everything.
Well, you signed a contract. Can't talk about it, bro.
Yeah, I can't get into details, but I can say it's bad.
But if you're going to talk shit about someone, let's talk shit about Vince Russo, because you did on Twitter, and
all I got from him was an oy vey for it, though, so...
Yeah, okay, let's pull it up, because... So, like, do you know the whole story behind him being mad about All In?
I mean, you'd have to kind of explain exactly what you mean by that. Like, him being mad about it in what way? Like,
I don't know. Like, what's the dirt? How did he get banned from All In? Well, Cody tweeted that he's not allowed, right?
Right. I mean, basically, Russo was, or Conrad Thompson is putting together the Starrcast thing.
He's the perfect guy to do it.
Right, absolutely. He's the right guy to be putting it together. The one thing I'll say that's been odd has been, I don't know, it has felt a little out of touch in some ways with the spirit of All In. I mean, inviting guys like Vince Russo and, Disco Inferno to start with, who are guys that shit on the indie style and like independent wrestling and the people that are involved, is a weird choice to begin with.
Wait, they were invited?
They were invited.
Oh, see, okay. Explain to me so that we can talk about this, because I'm out of the loop now.
Okay, like Disco's still invited, but Vince Russo was one of the announced people for Starrcast.
Oh.
Yeah, so he was there. Like, he was going to be there. And then basically people started pointing out, a lot of the shit that he's done with, like, the alleged harassment of, like, oh God, I can't remember. But basically wrestling journalists. I can't remember the Pro Wrestling Sheet guy's name. Damn it, that's gonna bug me. But yeah, he like harassed him and his girlfriend supposedly, and
Ryan Satin?
Yeah, that's the guy.
Okay.
But Russo basically, I mean, I don't remember the exact details, but basically sicked his fans on Satin and his girlfriend, and they were getting death threats and stuff like that. And then that led to Satin pushing people to boycott advertisers for Russo's show, and then Russo's network dropped him, so he moved his show to a different network. And he's done a bunch of stuff like that with, like, basically getting his fans, who I'm not going to say 100% are idiots, because I'm sure some of them are good people, but he just has a fan base that's a little toxic. But
yeah, it's a cult.
Right. So he's done that a lot, and then like after people are getting death threats from his listeners, then he's like, "Oh, bro, I'm so into God. I'm here for God." But, he won't like tell people, "Hey, it's shitty to threaten to kill someone, even if, you're obviously not going to do it." So the pressure was happening. I assume there was a disconnect between Conrad and Cody. And again, assumptions on my part. I haven't talked to either of them. I don't know. But I assume there was a disconnect in some of the invites. Cody said, basically, stay away from All In. You're not welcome. And then Russo lost it on Twitter about, I don't know, just going on and on about, basically being blacklisted and
yeah, because he can't hang out with all the cool kids now.
Right.
Like, it's going to be massive, so he feels like he's being left out.
Yeah, I'll gladly take the blackballing if I can prevent even one guy/girl from suffering a career-ending injury in a performance that's supposed to be a worked fight any day of the week. The absolute fact that I'm ready, willing, and able to appear at All In while others are already attempting to do everything in their power to keep me from attending tells you just about everything you need to know about me and them. Like, I don't know.
Oh, man. Pick your battles, man.
Yeah, but it's all good. It's all good. God created me as an individual with a mind of my own and a purpose, and I will continue to glorify him for the rest of my life. Those that don't agree or approve of my opinion, sorry, I didn't live up to your expectations, but I'm really not, because I don't care. But then
he's real upset. He's like a scorned girlfriend.
Right, and then where I came in, at least with what you were talking about, was he then tweeted, he tweeted as someone who just helped get the Rocky Mountain Pro local television deal. That's a indie fed. It just dawned on me how absolutely absurd it is to tell anyone stay away from our event. Bro, if you're in Colorado, babyface, heel, human, alien, cat, dog, please come to our event and bring a friend. And then he tweeted, Cody Rhodes has an open invite to attend the Rocky Mountain Pro television tapings May 19th. He's also invited to bring Nick Jackson and Matt Jackson with him. We don't discriminate against those with different opinions. To us, everyone is all in. I'll even get you from the airport.
Yeah, but there's a difference between telling fans not to buy tickets and telling a quote-unquote talent that they don't want them in there anymore. Like, it's not that he's not allowed to go to the show. I'm sure he could buy a ticket if he wants, but it's them saying like, yeah, you're not coming to Starrcast.
Right. And I mean, you have also, I mean, on our show told people not to buy tickets, like when we talked about the people that had a problem with your homosexual dick wrestling or whatever it was. And
right,
like, yeah, sometimes you don't want people at your show, whether it's talent or a specific type of fan, whatever. But I just thought it was funny because, and like, to then go from so upset to being like, yeah, and just so you know, the top stars on the Independents have an open invite to come to my wrestling show. Like, yeah,
to fly
of course
themselves.
They do.
Yeah, to fly themselves to your show, make an appearance, and then give your company buzz.
Right, but don't worry, he'll give you a ride from the airport. It's all good.
Save him that $17 Uber.
Right. So
or who knows, he might even be an Uber driver.
Yeah, so I had just said Cody Rhodes also has an open invite to attend like a barbecue at my house or a podcast recording or whatever. He's also invited to bring Nick Jackson and Matt Jackson, just if we're throwing out invites that benefit ourselves directly and not them at all, which got a response of oy vey from Vince. So there's that.
Man. Like, I feel bad for these guys sometimes, but also not really. Like, you do it to yourself.
Yeah. Like, I mean, this is a guy who a big part of his shtick for the last couple of years has been shitting on the exact kind of wrestling that's happening at this event.
And he's mad that he's not invited.
Right, and now he's not invited, so he's mad. And
yeah, man, that's crazy. It's like, oh, that's nuts. That's like cheating on your wife and being mad that she divorces you.
Right, or, being like, fuck, I hate Janet at my work. I hope Janet doesn't invite me to another one of her stupid game nights. And then you don't get invited, and you're like, I can't believe that bitch didn't invite me.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. It's just... That's been the weirdest thing with Starrcast, like I said, is just... It feels... And I get it, like, they want the biggest names possible there, and, the biggest wrestling podcasts and everything.
Dude, I can't believe the Disco Inferno is going to be there because Cody absolutely roasted him on Twitter.
Yeah.
Telling him that he was never good, never knew how to work, that he was just, like, in a good time to make money, and he wouldn't survive now, and he sucks.
Right, like, here's the...
That's so crazy. See, he said that to him, and then he's like, hey, can I come do my podcast at your show?
I mean, I guess if you want to be a part of it. The people that are announced right now are Christian of, Edge and Christian.
Which is crazy.
Right, Terry Funk.
Amazing.
Kevin Sullivan.
Okay.
James Ellsworth. The Blue Meanie.
Okay.
Disco Inferno.
Wild.
DDP.
Like, okay. Oh, wow. That's a big one. Okay.
Lex Luger.
What?
Yep. Tully Blanchard.
Okay, I figured.
Jeff Jarrett. JJ Dillon.
Yeah.
David Penzer. Teddy Long. Dutch Mantell. Billy Gunn, Kevin Nash, X-Pac, Scott Hall, Ron Simmons.
Oh my God.
Macaulay
so
Culkin.
Most of the clique. Macaulay Culkin?
Yep.
Fuck off.
Road Warrior Animal, Jerry Lawler, Ron Funches, Joey Janela and Penelope Ford, Colt Cabana, Sean Mooney, and Wade Keller and Bruce Mitchell.
Damn. When the hell is this?
Oh God, that is. God, see, I don't even. I'm pulling it up right now just to get the details because all it says on the tweet that I was looking at was during All In or appearing during All In weekend.
Oh, yeah, it's not during the show.
Right, but
Like
okay,
Lex Luger's not gonna fucking put the torture rack on anybody.
right. Okay, so Starrcast has official hours Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
When's the show?
That would be God. What day is September 1st? I would assume it's
a Saturday,
right? And the Starrcast and it's 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday.
And then the show's doors open at 6.
Right.
Man, and then they have it on Sunday too.
Right. Let's see. There's a roast of Bruce Pritchard. There's
a celebrity roast.
Yep. There's the
genius.
There's the Monday Night War debate between Bischoff and Pritchard. I mean, it's a really good idea.
Dude, just that alone would sell.
Right. So yeah, a lot going on there. But no Vince Russo.
Oh well. Genius idea though.
Yeah, it's a brilliant idea.
Good for them.
So yeah, you gonna get that hashtag campaign going?
No. I only beg for bookings in private.
Fair enough.
Texting Cody right now. Hashtag book all ego.
God, that isn't even all the people that are there. I'm looking at the Starrcast website. There's Shane Douglas, Mikey Whipwreck, God, a bunch of people. Hurricane Helms.
So it's WrestleCon.
Ming. Yeah, I mean, basically with like, I guess, podcast recordings during.
That's so cool.
Could be cooler. Could have invited somebody else.
You're talking about me, right? Not our podcast. Listen, Vince Russo stole our gimmick, so
he stole our gimmick. Oh,
yeah.
The being
not invited.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, and he took it up a level too by getting invited and then uninvited.
That's so funny, dude. Like, oh man.
That's like, I want to know the full story of how that happened, that he was booked to begin with. But then again,
I'm still Disco Inferno.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Then again, I'm really confused by the Disco Inferno booking. So
in my fantasy booking, Disco Inferno beats Nick Aldis for the NWA title and has to wrestle Cody, and this was all a work the whole time.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if people would be pissed or happy about getting a Disco Inferno match at All In.
I would assume happy. It's 2018.
Yeah, you can get away with weird a lot easier now.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if PCO is going to get booked for All In.
Yeah, I don't know. That dude is doing the weirdest stuff on Twitter.
Yeah, I know. Getting electrocuted on his nuts while he's, like, gorilla pressing sandbags and stuff.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like, shooting off guns and saying they're part of his entrance, which, as far as I know, they probably were, but...
Yo, imagine Kenny Omega versus PCO at All In.
Yeah, I could go for that.
You know, it'd be a good one. Pentagon versus PCO.
You could do just a lot of fun things with PCO.
Graphic.
Right. My favorite thing about the tweet where he's getting electrocuted and doing the bench press is that he leads the tweet with viral video in all caps.
You have to think, like, he's trying to catch up on Twitter pretty much. Like, he hasn't had it forever. It's established now. Jobbers like me have 15,000 followers. So he's just trying to use, like, as many buzzwords, lingo, promos, eye-catching stuff to build up his following very quickly. And he also doesn't probably know how to use it properly, nor does he spell check anything.
Yeah. As you said that, I was reading a tweet that started with the word RHIS, RHIS, instead of this.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just part of his charm.
Yeah, it kind of is.
You're not mad at it. You're just like, it's PCO. He's crazy.
God, that guy's nuts.
I was talking to Lufisto about him. She was in England for this past Friday's Southside show, and I was like, "Hey, are you happy about PCO?" And she was like, "I'm so happy that he's doing well. He's been working this hard forever. Like he's finally getting the recognition." And I know his like ultimate goal is to do Bola, so hopefully that happens because that would be pretty crazy.
It seems possible. I mean,
It's for sure possible.
right. He's got a lot of buzz, and I mean, if I don't know if good is the right word, but his matches are fun and crazy enough that like it fits in just fine.
He's over 50 and does not care about what he does to his body.
Right, and he's also like all possible credit to the man. He's not showing up and just like cashing some former WWE superstar shows up, does a 30-second match, and he's out. Like he's
That's what I mean, like about not caring about his body. Like he moonsaults to. So when I wrestled him, this like my match with him at Black Label is the catalyst for all of this. Without it being a thing, because everyone's going to talk about him versus Walter as the launching point, but it was at Black Label Pro. Were you at that show?
I missed that show, unfortunately, but I mean I've gone back and watched it.
Yeah, so like it was crazy, but compared to what he did with Walter, it wasn't. It would have been the exact same match if I. Sorry, I'm yawning. That's so rude. We're on a podcast and it's really late at night in England. Anyways, so if he had his way, our match would have been the exact same as the Walter match. But I knew for a fact that I would not be able to catch him on a moonsault off the top to the outside because he's much larger than me, muscular, which is muscle weighs more than fat, and I'm not putting that guy's life in my hands when it comes to a backflip. And we all saw how the moonsault worked out for PCO in New Orleans. And when I saw him come to the back, I was like, PCO, see, that's why I didn't want to do the moonsault. And he goes, it's fine. Dude.
Yeah.
That man's not normal.
Yeah, I mean, I like when I first started going to shows, it was a long time ago, but like Iron Sheik versus Beef Stew Lou Marconi at an indie show was Sheik stomping around, yelling at the crowd, match starts, clothesline, camel clutch, and match is over.
Yeah, and you got $1,000.
Right, and yeah, that's the old school legend booking. But then like PCO's killing himself now. There was that Black Label Pro match between Nick Gage and Jimmy Lloyd and the Faces of Fear that was absolutely nuts and still one of my favorite matches from this year just because of how crazy that was.
It was awesome.
Yeah, so it's really cool to see guys actually like busting their ass still, and like I don't even expect it. Yeah, I lost you again. I'm just gonna say it here because the audio is obviously not going to be smooth, but this hotel Wi-Fi that you're on is brutal. And in order, the people who are most excited for you to go home are you, your wife, and then me. Because the audio has been so bad for a couple weeks now.
Well, sorry.
Yeah.
What I need you to do me a favor. I'm not like a tech person. I'm like an artistic person or autistic. I don't know. If you can find me a microphone for an iPhone that I can travel with, because I think that well, I also need a headset, right?
I guess I'll look into it for when you're on the road.
Because all I use is Beats by Dre wireless headphones, and I think that the audio goes through them to like Bluetooth, whatever. So if I could find an iPhone 8 or 9, I don't know what it is, plug with a microphone that we could use, I wouldn't mind getting it to make the audio a little bit better.
Yeah, so cool audio problems, a lot of yawning. This is
Oh man, oh, I'm all in.
you're technically on point. Let's see.
Doing awful.
I'm
People
going.
only knew what this life was like. Like, oh, you're in England. Oh, that's so cool. It's like, oh yeah. If you knew where I had to sleep for 8 days, or how many showers I actually had, or how much I could only fix. I had to try and bring merch so I could make enough money to pay my bills, or how many times I brushed my teeth. If you only knew.
Yeah, that's not great, man. I'm
No, it's
looking.
awful.
Did you delete the call for questions?
Yeah, I deleted it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna go double check and see if anything else had come in while we were talking, but
No,
there.
it's embarrassing. We had one question. You know what else I'm really mad about? No one made that freaking Photoshop of last week's epic. One of my favorite episodes. 23 characters of Infinity War games that we made.
Yeah, and I mean, it's it's a huge undertaking for someone, but I don't care. Somebody needs to do that.
Yeah, for sure. Like, oh man, it's heartbreaking. I wish we were like Joe Rogan and we had that big of a following that people just Photoshop stuff we talk about without us having to ask. But here we are, absolutely begging. We did get that really cool Photoshop. Well, not we, I did,
Right.
of me and Thanos, which we used for advertising that episode. But man, someone do it.
Yeah.
It'll be worth it. It'll get a couple likes.
Yeah, and I got to turn around my exclusion from that Photoshop into a Spider-Man reference. So.
And a spoiler, you jerk. Well,
I mean,
not really.
yeah, I kept it pretty safe there.
Yeah, not too spoilery.
So, yeah, I think we've covered enough stuff, and with your Wi-Fi, we should probably wrap it up before everything goes all to hell again.
Yeah, sure. I'd love to talk about my upcoming shows.
Do it.
All right. So this coming weekend, which is May 18th, I'll be at Freelance Wrestling in Chicago. Then on May 20th, I'll be at Pro Wrestling Takeover, which is somewhere in the Boston area, or the Maine area. They're all kind of close to each other. I have no idea. May 25th and 26th, I'm in Cleveland, Ohio for AIW and the JT Lightning Invitational Tournament. Then May 27th is the Big Alpha 1 show in Hamilton, Ontario, featuring Gangrel, DJZ, Jody Fleisch, The Return of the Monster Mafia, which is super fun. So, yeah, those are my upcoming events. Also, I'm having a crazy-ass t-shirt sale right now, which is pretty ignorant. It's $7 a t-shirt and $9 for shipping anywhere in Canada and the U.S. for up to 2 t-shirts. So you can get 2 t-shirts for $21 shipped to your house.
Yeah, and I mean, for reference, this is a man who made my fiance pay $10 for a shirt, so that's a good deal.
I did?
Oh yeah, you absolutely did.
I don't remember that.
It was a
Why would I give you a discount?
I don't know. I guess you just.
That was very nice. That was nice of me.
Yeah, you must have been feeling good that day.
I've always liked you.
But yeah, get in the rest of your plugs.
Oh, yeah, no, but if you really want to order that shirt, you should do it quick because I'm already out of 2X and 3X, and I'll probably be out of extra large soon. Over 40 people have ordered, and I'm not at home yet to package them, so I'm kind of having anxiety about it. So, like, it's really stressing me out. And I was, like, very particular to make sure that when people sent money to the PayPal that they put all the information. And I would say maybe 8 people have already emailed back saying, "Oh, sorry, I didn't put my address. Here it is." Or, "Oh, sorry, I didn't put the sizes. Here it is." Or, "Oh, sorry, I didn't tell you which ones I already own. So here it is." And I'm like screenshotting it and like, oh my God. So that's going to be a mess.
Yeah, it's a fun project for you.
No, I wouldn't say fun, but I owe my fans a lot, and I wanted to do something cool for hitting 15,000 Twitter followers. So here we are, pretty much giving away T-shirts for free.
Yeah, well, that is a very nice thing to do. So,
I'm such a gentleman. Anyways, Twitter @officialego, Instagram @official_ego, because it sucks, but whatever. And prowrestlingtees.com/Ethan Page. If you don't want to have to get a mystery T-shirt and you know which one you want, order it there. Pay full price. Totally worth it. Alpha1wrestling.com is alpha-1wrestling.com for info on the huge May 27th event. If you don't know what Alpha One's like, you can watch it for free right now on powerbomb.tv. Use promo code Alpha1, ALPH, and the number 1, no space, all capitals. Do it up. Watch it. Everyone. Still, since the show in April, a minimum of one person has watched Show Me What You Got, which was our iPay-per-view, every day since. So it's going strong still.
And I'm just going to make it clear for the sake of anybody that tries, the promo code is ALPHA1. He left off that second A when he gave that. You're very tired, clearly.
Oh my God. This is embarrassing. Just delete this whole episode.
I am @Brent Brookhouse on Twitter. You can follow my writing @bloodyelbow.com or @cagesideseats.com. I write about MMA at one, pro wrestling at the other, and Cage Side Seats are the good people that make this podcast possible. We wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for them saving the show. And also launched a new Facebook page for this show just a couple days ago, and putting advertising dollars behind it and making a big push to try and build up the show some. We've had some good number increases lately, and I want to keep that going. So Bitter Boys Club on Facebook, facebook.com/Bitter Boys Club. Stuff about the podcast up there. The Bitter Book Club, where I'm just posting comics that you guys should read, because we talk about comics a lot, and sometimes people say, "Hey, I don't read comics. What do you guys recommend?" So I'll throw stuff up there. News, updates, all that kind of fun stuff will be there. Also, make sure that you rate and review the show on iTunes, Stitcher, wherever you listen. It does huge things for us and increases our visibility, gets us more listeners, and that means we can do more cool stuff. So yeah, do all that stuff, and I think that's it for this week. You good?
Yeah, and everyone poops. And everyone poops. So while you're pooping, it takes 5 minutes for you to write a review of the podcast, or find this Facebook page and click like, or text your buddy, "Hey, have you heard that latest episode where they named wrestlers as all the characters in the Infinity War games?"
And how you're so good at Photoshop. Can you just go ahead and make that?
Make it a 2-hour poop,
Take your laptop in, plug in, and really just empty yourself.
Yeah, why don't you be productive, you asshole?
All right, so that's our ending segment where we give great life advice, and
congratulations to the boys at All In for selling 10,000 tickets in less than 1 hour.
Yeah, great stuff. Wrestling is good, and we'll see you next week.
Word.
Hey, hey.